Okay, let's see. This is where you select. So first of all, it deselects everybody. Here's what I'm going to do. We want to see if it hits a building first. So 4z equals 1, 2. Next z. Oh, I thought of something here for the men. You can't select a guy if he doesn't exist. So if unit type not equals 0, there we go. If building type done equals 0, so the building has to exist, and BA, SA, and BA is less than or equal to SA2, and BB is greater than or equal to SB, and BB is less than or equal to SB2. Then B selected equals 1. Alright, now here's something else we can do. I'm going to say go to 2. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm jumping us all the way to the end if we've hit a building. Now what I also have to do is, where are we at? 4 is equal to 1 buildings. We have to unselect the buildings that are selected. If, oh wait, B selected equals 0. Okay. This way, if you did happen to get a building, it's not going to select every building. It's going to select the one building that you clicked. Because as soon as one of these works, it's going to go to 2, jump you down here. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. Now, when we draw our buildings, I forgot to have in code for if it's selected, so let's do that. If B selected is 1, we draw it here, here, and we say, we're going to have to say temp. We got to do this first. Temp equals, oh here we go, wait. If temp equals B width Z, and then if B height Z is greater than temp, then temp equals B height Z. Hopefully this makes sense. We don't know how big to draw the circle because the buildings can be different sizes. So what I want to do is say, I want to figure out which is bigger, width or height, and that's what this temp value is going to be equal to. And we're going to say like temp plus 5. So it'll draw the circle. Put the same thing for clear building, except we don't need the color. And if I click the building, there we go. Now I'm going to make this a little smaller. Plus 5 seems to be a bit big. Say like plus 1. Okay, there we go. So I can now select the building. It's not deselecting. Oh, it is deselecting the building. But just like we had the problem to begin with the guys, because I'm not drawing any tiles, it's not erasing the green line when you first do it. So where is that at? It's under picture 1, mouse up. It's in here somewhere. Here we go. With the guy, before we cleared it, we say if B selected equals 1, then clear building, and then set it to 0. There we go. Now, it's blinking a lot, it's flickering, you're getting little flashes of white and lines and stuff and streaks. That's just because we're not really doing anything fancy with the graphics. This is using the crappiest methods possible. Now, it seems like we need to come up with some variables really quick here for like money. I'm gonna center it, caption, I'm gonna put 0, put a border on it. I really hate using these kind of boxes for stuff, but let's just do it. Here, I'm gonna say build. Wait, train. $100. Caption is blank. You'll see what this is for. Okay. Enabled is false. Okay. When I click mouse up, this is called command 1, right? Yeah. For mouse up, I'm going to say command 1 dot enabled equals false. If we got a building, which is right here, before we jump to 2, I'm going to say 1 dot equals true. So that button should light up if we've got something. A building, I mean. Name's bigger, so you guys can see. We need a new variable. Dim gold. That's our money. Under buildings, I thought of something else we need. We need dim training. Let's see here, unit type and dim training 2 will equal our percent done. So 2 new variables here for our building. Here's what we're going to do. If I click this button, it's going to say if gold, what's our price? I'm just going to hard code it for now. If gold is greater than or equal to 100, or wait, here we go. If gold is less than 100, then go to 1. It's easier that way. In case you wanted to add code that says you don't have enough money or something. If we're good, we're going to say if, oh, here we go. Right, I need to come up with something. Temp variable, temp selected equals 0. I'm going to say for z equals 1, 2 buildings. If b selected equals 1, then temp selected equals z. Next z. So this variable temp selected will equal the index of the one building that we have selected. So we're going to say if training temp selected does not equal 0, then go to 1. So if we don't have enough money, it cancels. If we're already training something, it cancels. We're going to say training temp selected equals 1. That's the only kind of unit that we, let's say this button is for training unit type 1, which is maybe like a worker or something. Training 2 equals 0. 0% done. And we say gold equals gold minus 100, and label 1.caption equals money sign and gold. This right here we need to start ourselves off with some money. So we say gold equals 1,000, and it puts it in this caption here. Save it. We're right here, label 2. I need that too. Label 2.caption equals training 2 temp selected and percentage sign. I need this. I'm going to take this line and bring it into timer for me. Now remember, we don't have guys move, or we don't have buildings move, right? That if you wanted like buildings to animate, you'd put it in the center section, in between it erasing the building and drawing the building. I'm going to put it right here. For z equals 1, 2 buildings, if building type does not equal 0, then, and if xz. If training 2, oh wait, training does not equal 0, then. So if we're training something, we don't have to say temp selected, that's just z. We'll say training 2 equals 2 plus 1. Now this 1, you're going to want to hard code that to be something different, because each unit's going to train at a different speed, so or will have some certain speed. This is where you'll put your variable for however you want to keep track of that. Let me see here. If B selected equals 1, then. So we don't want that caption to show the percentage if we don't have the building selected. That wouldn't even make any sense. So if the building's selected, it'll show us. We say if training 2 is equal to 100, then we're going to create a new one. New unit. And my timer's going off again. Crud. I gotta save the video.